Hey everyone, welcome back to the Beauty School Bobbi podcast. Today I am here with an aesthetics graduate, Kenzie Murrath.
Hi.
To talk about what it is like to be a student here at TSB. Now, Kenzie's experience was a little bit different than normal because Kenzie moved here from Georgia to be a student in Tennessee School of Beauty. So that experience brought different challenges than most, and we want to talk about that because we have so many more people that are moving to attend Tennessee School of Beauty. So I have so many questions for you. So thank you for being here.
Of course.
Now, we first bonded over Taylor Swift.
Yes, we did.
So you were literally on your way
to the Indianapolis Eras Tour, yes.
Like when you came in to enroll. Like you were like, just on my way, real quick.
This is a pit stop.
I gotta stop and enroll in beauty school, which is so crazy. Now, you are from Georgia.
Yes.
So what part of Georgia are you from?
I'm from Beaufort, Georgia. It's about like 30 to 45 minutes, depending on traffic, northeast of Atlanta.
Okay, so when you moved here, how far away were you from home?
It's about 3.5 hours without traffic, probably 4 or 5 with traffic. So
okay,
not too far, but kind of. So.
Yeah, a little bit. Like driving distance on the weekends, which I feel like is so good. I think that most of the time people have the college experience where they're coming to UT and moving a little bit farther away from home, but it's not so normal for beauty school. I think a lot of times people will just be like, well, this is the closest beauty school to me, so this is where I'm gonna go. How did you find Tennessee School of Beauty? And did you just be like, I want to go check it out? How did all of that happen?
So I had looked at many different schools in like Georgia and in Atlanta, and none of them really just like spoke to me. I was just like this one's good. I actually was like almost enrolled in one, and then like last minute I was like, I don't think so. And then we came up here for my mom's best friend, which is who I lived with when I was here. We came up here for her daughter's wedding, and we were talking about it, and she was like, there's a school literally 5 minutes down the road from us. Like, if you want to do it, like, you can just come stay at the house and, like, live with us for a couple months. So I came and checked it out. I toured. I met Bobbi and Steven, and literally immediately, like, I was like, this is where I belong. And even my mom was like, this is where I belong.
Yeah.
I also went and toured the Aveda in Knoxville right after, and I was just like, no, like, let's leave, like, halfway through.
Yeah.
It's like, no, Tennessee School of Beauty is where I need to be and where I'm meant to be.
I feel like it makes such a difference. And I think that when we have people that say they've like looked at other schools or especially like in their area, it is so hard because for us, we're like, well, every school is like this, you know, like it's not different. But I think that what is so different is like you being able to be like, this is where I feel like I can be myself, or this is where I feel like I'm gonna learn the most. What was it? I mean, obviously like we connected right away and all of that, but what are like some other things that you noticed when you were here that you just felt were different or that you felt like was gonna set you up for success in your career?
Obviously it was pretty much you. Like I literally was like, I love her immediately. As soon as we got in the car, I told my mom, I was like, I love Bobbi. Like I have to go for Bobbi. I was like, I love her. But I don't even know. There wasn't like any like really specific things. Obviously, I really liked that they had the paramedical esthetician course. I loved that because that like at every other school, the people I knew that went into aesthetics in Georgia, like they had to pay separately to learn like the chemical peels and all of that stuff. And yes, I had to pay separately here, but like it was all included. Like I didn't have to do it after I graduated. I didn't have to learn it. I learned it while I was in school, and I got to practice it at school. And I really liked that, but nothing really specific. Something I just pulled in the parking lot and I was like, this is where I'm gonna be. I just like knew it. Like I walked in the door, I was like, this is it.
Yeah, we hear that all the time that there is this draw. And I remember like even just coming in for my interview to work here and having that same experience of being like, I remember waiting in the parking lot, like showed up early, remember waiting to come in. And I just think that there is something that's like, you know, immediately that this is the place for you, like when you walk in the doors, because it's different. I mean, I think education is completely different. Have you talked to other people that have gone to the schools in your area where you were from, and was the experience different as far as education, or what did that look like?
Personally, I had like one of my best friends, her sister is also an esthetician and went to the school that I was gonna go to. And I went to lunch with her one day and she told me she did not like it. She was like, I would like don't. She's like, find somewhere else, like find anywhere else.
Yeah.
I just like am not having the best experience. And I ended up pulling back. And I was like, okay. I sat there and I thought about it and I really reflected on it. And I was like, I don't know. Like, I just don't know where I was meant to be because after I graduated high school, I took a year and a half off. And I was like, I don't know what to do. Like, I don't know where to go. None of these places are really drawing me in. And then my mom's friend was like, just take a tour, see if you like it. And I fell in love with it.
That really is such good advice of like just being like, just go check it out. I
Mhm.
always say that, like, even if you're thinking like, I don't know for sure if I want to go there, or I think it is so beneficial to come in the doors and to check it out, but then also checking it out with like family members. Like
Mhm.
have anybody that's helping you make this decision, like have them come in with you because then they get excited about it.
Yeah.
Like they're excited to support you in it also, which I think is just so great. So you moved here, you were in a better position because you did have family close or friend, family,
They're
chosen family,
Yeah.
that you got to live with and stay with. But
Yeah.
you still came into a new situation of
Yeah.
not being from here, like going into a class of 26 people that you didn't know anybody, which is pretty normal, that you might not know anybody in your class. But then when you get into class, it's typically like this person knows this person or whatever. So what was your experience like of starting here, and making friends and getting like connected to Knoxville?
I actually think that when we started, I don't think anybody knew each other. I think some people knew of each other, but I don't think anybody like actually like knew anybody. So I think it was one of those things where like everybody in my class, because nobody like really knew each other, like everybody clicked like almost immediately. Like within the first week, we were literally like all like family immediately. And I am so grateful that I had that experience because I know there's other schools and like other classes that like haven't had that experience where like it's a group of girls that they just everybody clicks. And like I'm so lucky and grateful that it was that because making those friends that first like week, like really like I missed home so much that first like 2 weeks I was there. But once I really got to know people, like I was like, I could stay and like be fine.
Yeah. What were those challenges of like being far from home? I mean, I guess you were able to drive home when you needed to. If there was holidays or if there was breaks or whatever, like you were able to go home. How often did you go home? And what were those challenges of being far away?
I moved in January and I moved back in July. I think I went home maybe 6 times, I wanna say, like, I didn't go home very much. I thought I'd be home literally every other week, and I told my friends at home, I was like, "I'll literally be home every other week," and I got here, I was like, "No, like, I'm fine, like, I just wanna stay here." So, I went home for, like, certain things, like my cousin's grad party and, like, Mother's Day and, like, stuff like that, but, like, if I didn't have to go home, I didn't because I loved it here, and I was just so like, I loved all my friends I made. I, like, didn't wanna leave.
That's so
I
cute.
cried moving
I
home.
know.
I cried
Well,
my
you
I cried half my
leaving,
drive home.
your whole class leaving was the saddest.
Mhm.
And literally like something that was, I don't want to say like so rare, but there was something super unique. I mean, we do have good classes and good groups that we like have this like ebb and flow of like, this is just a great group that all meshed and all was positive. But what were like some of the challenges of you moving here? What was the hard part of it?
I think leaving my parents. I had literally never been away from my mom for more than a week in my life. And my dad, I had like went on a senior trip and he stayed home, so I was away from him for like a month. But like being away from my parents for that long, I think was just the hardest part because I never had any siblings growing up, so it was just always me, my mom, and dad. So I'm very close with both of my parents. So I think that was honestly the hardest part.
Yeah.
Friends, everybody was gone for college, so like it wasn't really anything different. But leaving my parents was definitely like the only thing was like the hardest thing for me.
Yeah. And with your schedule here, it is so full time that I think it probably feels like you leave at 4:30. So did you work while you were here or no? So you just
didn't.
focused on school,
I
which is
literally
so
focused on
great.
school because I was like, the situation that I was living in, her daughter went to UT and was like moving out literally when I graduated to when she moved back into the house was literally like 5 days apart.
Oh my gosh.
So like I was like, I can't, like I'm on a strict time schedule. And I
Yeah.
have to be out of here.
So you just focused
So-
on this and
so I
got
literally
out
was,
quick.
like focused like school, 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 school. Like it was my main priority.
Yeah.
So.
And I think with aesthetics, that's easier too because it is only 750 hours, which almost makes like the adventure more worth it, I think. I mean, I think even for cosmetology of it only being a year, I think knowing that you have 6 months, 7 months, and that's it, it's a really fun adventure at this age. I mean, you're brave, and I think that having people here like makes it easier. But I do feel like Knoxville weirdly is a place that you can get connected easily. I mean, I think we felt it when we moved here. Knoxville really doesn't. I don't know if it's just like with the university here, there's a lot of people that are here at the same time as you that are not from here. I think so many more people are moving from different states and different areas to come to Tennessee School of Beauty. So you're not necessarily alone in that. But then also we have people just from all over that are driving here too. So I do feel like, again, I don't think a lot of people think like, oh, I'm going to move away for beauty school. I think they do tend to settle to where they're like, oh, whatever's closest and I'll just live it. But I think that this idea of it being like a college experience and you getting to come here and have that time, like really is so great. And I think it's just a good time for you to like be away and find yourself.
And I tell people that all the time.
Yeah.
I literally, anybody that's like, everybody looked at me crazy when I was like, I'm going to move to Tennessee for beauty school. They're like, there's literally one like 30, 45 minutes down the road. I was like, okay. I was like, y'all are all getting the college experience. Like, I know it's not traditional, but I want it too.
Yeah. And I think that that's becoming more and more of a thing. I think the way that people are looking at beauty school as, you know, real like just the way that that has all changed and shifted, and like people are so much more supportive of this career path. I want to encourage people to come and visit and to explore Knoxville and be able to get it, you know, connected. If you could give like any advice to somebody like far away or close, like what advice would you give them as far as like moving, or what do you wish you would have known before coming here?
Honestly, I don't think there's anything I wish I would have known, because I think everything played out exactly how it was supposed to. I think everything that happened was meant to happen. And I just think if somewhere genuinely is not calling your name, try a school a couple hours away. Like, it does not hurt to branch out and go to different places. It was such like, when I first thought about it, I was like, because I applied and got in before I even came in Toward. So I was like, let me just do this. If I like the Toward, then I'll go. If I don't, it's okay. And I came in Toward and I fell in love with it, and I didn't expect to fall in love with it, because when I was looking up Tennessee School of Beauty, I was looking up the aesthetics program, I couldn't find anything. Like, I looked up Tennessee School of Beauty, it was all cosmetology stuff. So with the aesthetics, I was like, I was going in blind. Like, I literally had no idea. And I walked in, I was like, yeah, this is it. This is it. And I'm so glad that, like, I applied and did that and came in Toward, because if I hadn't pushed myself out of my comfort zone to do it, I wouldn't have met some of my best friends.
Yeah, so we're going to talk about that in just a second. But what were some highlights for you as far as the aesthetics program? I mean, I know that it's funny because a lot of the comments I see online is like, I didn't learn anything, I didn't this or that. I know that that's not the case here. I know you all are getting such an advanced curriculum, but even outside of that, what are your favorite memories when you look back at being here in the aesthetics program? What are things that like really stand out to you as far as your time being a student here?
There's so many. There's literally so many. Also, one of the things that really drew me to Tennessee School of Beauty was the makeup, was mud. Because like every other school that I taught in Georgia, like offered like makeup like classes, but like nothing like mud. And I think that really drew me in the first 5 weeks that you're like in a makeup class. And that was like my favorite thing. And I loved mud. Like, mud was my favorite, because what do you mean? Like, on a random Thursday, I was an Oompa Loompa. Like, I was literally, like, sprayed down with, like, orange makeup. Like, I literally was dressed as an Oompa Loompa walking around the school in a green wig. Like, what do you mean? Like, it was so much fun. It's honestly like a fever dream. Like, thinking back on it, like, what do you mean? Like, I was getting my makeup done every day just for fun. And that's what I was learning. And I was taking tests on makeup. Like, that honestly was probably one of my favorite parts. But I feel like I am so prepared to go into the aesthetics industry from what I've learned here. Like, I feel like I was perfect. I hear a lot of people are underly prepared. I feel like I'm perfectly prepared for what I needed. Like, I don't feel like I'm over, under. I feel like it's like I learned exactly what I needed to be able to like go full force into the aesthetics industry.
Yeah. Now you are doing something really exciting. And I think that it really does transition well into the career that you want. So you are moving to Orlando soon to do the Disney program.
Yes, the Disney College program.
Yes.
So excited.
And I think that kind of training, we have friends in the beauty industry that in Knoxville, Beleza Salon and Spa. But we have friends that told us something one time when we were interviewing them or hanging out with them. I forget how this came up. Might be on an episode. Check it out. But find it for me. But they were telling us about how they do trips. And when they do trips and travel with their staff, they take them to like 5-star, high-end, blah, blah, blah. And why do they do that? So that they understand the level of customer service that they want to be able to provide, right? I think you partnering or pairing your aesthetics education with the Disney program is so awesome and so exciting for you to be able to achieve that and do more. Tell me about why you're doing that and what you think like kind of the future looks like with all of this.
I'm literally like the biggest Disney fan you'll ever meet. Like I am in my car 90% of the time listening to Disney music. I'm at home watching Disney movies, Disney shows, everything. Working for Disney has literally always been a dream of mine. And when I realized that I didn't want to go to like a traditional like 2-year or 4-year school, like that this is what I wanted to do, I was like, okay, like it's probably not gonna end up working out. Like, I don't think it would work. Like, I don't think they'd accept someone from beauty school. And I was like, and my mom told me, she was like, I'm pretty sure they do. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna apply, and if I get in, I get in, and it's like, it's meant to be. Pushing me out of my comfort zone again. And I got in by the grace of God. And literally, I get to move down there with literally nobody. Like I know nobody. Like this time will be completely different. Like I'm living in an apartment by myself. Like I won't be living with family, friends. Like I won't have anything. And I don't know, I'm just really excited because I kind of want to work my way up into working for Disney, like doing makeup for like the shows or like working at one of the spas they have on property or the cruise line. Like I feel like that would be such a good like opportunity, and working in Disney and like the customer service that they have and always making the experiences the most magical will be able to like show me that like I can deal with any situations. Because if I can deal with a mean client standing in the heat at Disney all day when it's raining, I can deal with a mean client laying on a table sleeping half the time.
Yes.
So,
for sure.
Yeah.
Well, I'm so excited for you. And I think that your story is something I definitely wanted to share because, again, we have more people that are reaching out or wanting to move here. And I know it's not the traditional path, but I do think that just hearing that it's not so scary.
It's really not.
Hearing that it's not so hard and, definitely helps. And I'm so excited we got to have you. And it really was that moment of being like, you're literally going to like it all lined up so perfectly. And I do think, those people that, we have those connections with, it's real. We see you every day. We see you at your graduation. It's not just like, I wish it was more. I wish that we were.
My graduation.
I know.
You're like, I can't watch it.
I know.
Like,
well, your whole class, we're going to talk to Addie in just a second about this, but truly, like, your whole class was so emotional leaving. And I do think we have it, it's so sporadic, but like, I think the way you all showed up for each other really made it just even more special. So I'm so excited to talk more about your class in particular and what that looks like, but I can't wait to follow what you're doing. Yes. I really think you're going to be such a great example of where we're going and what this industry really means. Where you can actually go with an aesthetics degree, like you said, to be able to go on to Disney and possibly be an esthetician there is such a dream. You really are such like a Disney princess. So I think it's so perfect for you and I can't wait. So thank you so much for being here. And thank you so much for choosing TSB, because if you wouldn't have come here, like, heartbroken.
I'm so glad.
I can't even imagine you guys not being here. So just so thankful that this is where I'm at.
My life without any of the girls I met in class.
Yes.
I can't.
Well,
or you.
Yeah. Well,
or you.
Most importantly, not being here. Yes. Okay. Well, thank you all so much. We are going to bring Addie in and we're going to talk more about Esty Bestie. So stay tuned. Okay. We're back with a new edition. This is Addie Greene. So this is Kenzie and Addie. So these are our Esty Besties. So we were just talking to Kenzie about moving here. Addie, what was it like for you to have other people in your class that weren't from here? I feel like you are so outgoing and so sweet. Were you immediately like, oh my gosh, we can be best friends? Or how did it happen?
So I think the first time I met Kenzie was actually in your office.
No, it was on orientation.
I swear I met you like going
behind you in orientation.
That was true.
I
But I
behind you in
think
orientation.
the first time we actually talked, I was at your office and like Kenzie popped in to say something. And you're like, you guys are gonna be best friends.
I was like, oh, I'm so
just
excited for you to meet.
Orientation day. You're like, you guys are gonna be best friends. I can feel it.
And it was all because of Taylor.
It
like,
was all because of Taylor Swift.
I mean, obsessed.
Swift.
We love you. We love you. This will definitely make its way to her.
I just know it will. Thank you.
No, your class, as we were talking, was super special and different. What was your experience like in aesthetic school? Now, you also were referred by somebody kind of similar to you.
Yeah.
You were referred by like family friend, Kathy, who's one of our instructors, was your esthetician.
Yeah.
So what was it like once you got here and once you got into the class?
So it's crazy because, Kathy referred me. Both of my cousins went here for cosmetology. And they are also like little stars. Love them. So I was like, okay, this is where I need to be. Like, I once again met with Bobbi, and I was like, okay, there's my little pocket full of sunshine. Like, I have to be here.
I remember that day so specifically because it was on a Saturday that we met. And I remember your parents coming in. And again, like, that is something I highly recommend is coming in with your parents because they were both so on board after like seeing it and just making them feel more comfortable as well. So, I just think that that's like the best idea. You already had a good idea of different than you, Kenzie. You already had such a good idea of what Tennessee School Beauty was because of Ruthie and Lily being here and people that had experiences, but still coming in for that appointment and like seeing it and checking it out really is so important. So you guys met in my office because I knew you would love T-Swift. Both of you, when we met, it was that experience of like, oh my gosh, I cannot wait.
Literally, I was like, oh.
Yeah,
okay.
I think Steven.
Hi, best friend.
Yeah.
I think I told Steven I was going to the Air store, and he's like, I have to get Bobbi.
He was probably like, Bobbi, come here. Somebody else likes Taylor Swift.
He's like, oh my God, no more.
You are literally the life of a showgirl. Like, you are the beauty girl.
I really need somebody to help me AI that because I really do want that. I just like haven't. I mean, I know you did.
I can do it.
With your cute little Taylor Swift designs for your aesthetics. I want to talk about that in a second. But when you guys met, it was like hit it off immediately. And so you guys were best friends, like in Mud and all of that. But your class kind of all felt like that. Like it all felt like you guys were together. So was that experience what you thought it was going to be with 25 other girls in a room or what? Talk to me about that.
No. Like I said, both of my cousins went through Cosmo and like, sure, they had people they really liked, but like they went through Cosmo and understood that like, hey, some of these girls aren't gonna be your friends. You are going to work alongside them, but they're not gonna be your friends. So I went in anticipating I might not find anyone that I'm gonna be friends with. I might just be in and out, get my license kind of thing, get the hours. I didn't anticipate making friends, like at all. I anticipated I'm going to school to go to school. And then I walked in and I was like, oh, wait. We're all like great. Like I actually love every single one of you. Like, what is this? Like by the end of it, we literally did one of the graduations for one of our like girls. Like, literally cried the entire time. But we were the ones like I did the speech. Another gave her medal. Another gave her diploma. Like, that's just the type of class we were because we were so close. Like we saw each other as family. Like, and in aesthetics, you're close. Like we go through wax week where we wax
everything,
brows to toes. Like we're waxing it. So like you get pretty comfortable with each other. And like going in, it said like you're gonna brows to toes. Like you're gonna see each other. So you're like, okay, I kind of have to get comfortable. But we got comfortable on like more than a just like, okay, I'm around you. It's like we were emotionally there for people. Like people went through breakups and we were right there. Like people got you, girl. Like people went through like losses of family members. We were right there. Like, do you need anything? Like whatever. That's just the class we were. And
Yeah.
I know that's not everyone's experience, but you have to go in anticipating that it could be.
Yeah. I think what you said was really important because this is what I feel like I want to like scream online when I'm seeing these posts that are like starting beauty school, blah, blah, blah. Like, and then it's just comments of like terribleness. And I really think that like exactly what you said, I'm going to go in just set on the intention that I'm going to do my hours. I'm going to graduate. I'm going to pass my, like all of those things. But if it happens that you even find one friend, like that's great. And if it's not right away, just keep your head down, keep going, but you will find that person and you will connect with somebody. But your class really was different. And I don't think that it's an accident that you had one of the better classes, but both of you were seriously talking about like what a light you wanted to be to others and like how much you wanted to like love the people in your class and whatever. Like that matters. Having like, we know that like if you have a bright light, it can make a difference. But like if you are somebody that's negative, it can pull the energy out of the room also. I think you guys all really did just lift each other enough and motivate each other, but also had fun. I think that's the biggest thing is you guys laughed and you had a good time and you didn't take it so seriously. You did when you needed to. You know, like obviously through your finals and all that stuff, like you took that stuff seriously and you were professional like with clients, but you could also have fun with each other. And that's what I wish like every class, every student would understand is that makes a difference.
It does. Huge difference. Like if you can't laugh when you accidentally spill stuff all over yourself, like you're not gonna be. I literally sat in a bowl of water once. You have to learn to like kind of just laugh and be like, okay, that just happened, and the whole class laughed with me, not at me.
Right.
And it's great to have a class that was laughing with me and not at me.
And I think it allows the teachers to be more of themselves too. I think like even throughout the time, I mean, they were just so happy to have you all because they didn't have to be like, now we're wasting time on reprimanding or rules or whatever. It was like you guys did what you were supposed to be doing. You were where you were supposed to be. So they could give you all even more and they could have fun right along with you. So it really was just like such a dream. What are your highlights? Like what are your favorite memories of being in beauty school?
Oh, I loved doing Annie's graduation. That was such a like emotional time, but it was also something that like she wasn't gonna have a graduation. And we were like,
have one.
No, like we have to do like she was a workhorse. She was there for everyone. She literally, we called her mom. She always had like snacks and like Tylenol.
And we were like, do you need a snack? Pulled out a Rice Krispie treat.
Literally, like, do you need Motrin? Like,
here it is.
Here's the baby Motrin. So it was like, we couldn't just let her walk out without feeling like she was special and seen and heard. So I think that's one of the most special things, like, for me was like, just having that where we were able to give to her. Another was a client. She had 3 kids. She came in when I was doing night classes and she was like, my husband's taking care of the kids. This is my one night that I get to like have for myself. And she got up off the table and she was like, thank you so much for taking care of me. And it was one of those moments where I was like, yeah, this is it. This is what I'm exactly where I need to be and doing what I want to do and I'm supposed to do.
Yeah, I think that's so sweet. And those moments that you get with the clients too are so special. And I think that it's the thing that most people are the most afraid of coming to beauty school because you're like, oh my gosh, I'm going to have a client. What if I'm, but it really ends up becoming, you are so prepared when you get to that point that it does end up becoming like, okay, this is, again, it can just confirm that you are exactly where you need to be and doing what you're supposed to be doing. So you actually just recently, well, not even, kind of recently, when this episode comes out, it might be a few weeks from now, but you just started your first job. Which we were when you messaged me, I was seriously so excited to see where you landed. So talk to me about where you are and what you're going to be doing.
So I'm at Baton Rouge. It's on like Old City kind of area. It's right across from Zoll Brewery. It's the easiest way to explain it. I do facials. I do lash lifts and tints, brow waxes.
One on me later.
Yeah, I'm doing a lash lift and tint on her. Full body waxing. I also get to work with one of the girls from here. Our girl Elsie's there too.
Shout out Elsie.
Which is so exciting. But kind of like Bobbi mentioned, I do like currently have a Taylor Swift facial going on because we do have kind of that freedom. Yeah, the life of a showgirl, which is so fun because I get to put my like little twist on things. So like I get to geek out over Taylor Swift when people book it. I'm like, oh my gosh, you heard her new album. Like I'm planning to do like one themed on books for like the winter time. Just because it's things that interest me, but I also know it interests like the community, and it's like niche. It's drawing people in.
Yeah. I think what's really cool is that even in the aesthetics program, like you don't always think of like the spa, the face, like as you getting to have like that entrepreneurial spirit.
Yeah.
But you coming up with your own specials and you coming up with these new fun ideas, like you're so creative and you still get to use that. I think a lot of times we used to be like, oh, you're super creative, like do Cosmo because you have that artistic. No, like you can do this with what you're doing too. And I think that that's so sweet. And I think that you getting to be truly yourself. And that's what I said to you about getting that job actually, is I was like, you get to be yourself there.
Yeah.
Like just be you. And them allowing you to do all of that and having these cutesy little things and ideas, I think is what keeps you excited. It's going to help you avoid burnout. So I'm really excited that you get to do that and really get to be yourself.
She always had the cutest projects. Like whenever we did anything, she was like, when we did our like spa presentation, she had like the most like detailed like list of things. And we were all like, oh, we're all like,
How do you want
brand
again?
she's been extra.
Like, yeah, I made her a dragon at one point.
Yeah, she did make me a dragon.
She was a
You can check it out
dragon.
on her Instagram.
It was pretty great. Thank you.
I love that so much.
But it was just like, I am a creative person. That's always kind of how I've been. Like, I'm not the greatest artist. Like, don't expect me to paint you a portrait. But like, I hyperfixate on things so often. So I'm like, when I get an idea, it turns into I have a Taylor Swift facial going on.
Yeah.
Like I'm making bracelets in my free time because that goes along with it. Like
so
like
cute.
little things like that. It's like it works when you put it to your goals. And like I am such a goal person. Like I know what I want. Like I am gonna figure out how to do it regardless. Thankfully I have great friends who are always like right there. And it's great to have one of my girls that I like was in school with me because we get to kind of walk this road together and like, hey, does this work? Does that work? And I think it kind of just shows how close our class was because some people couldn't work at the same spa together.
Right.
And be fine.
Yeah, for sure. And that's okay. Like that's like
that's
completely
fine.
like not expected or whatever. It's like lucky if you get it, you
like,
know?
Aren't you guys the only two estheticians there too? Or
We have a few, but we're kind of the main ones that focus on facials.
Yeah.
So it's kind of cool that we get to kind of go in and pick each other's brains like, hey, do you want to do this? Hey, should we add this kind of thing? It's really cool that we kind of like get to go in and like, it's also our first job, but like we get to walk hand in hand in this together.
To figure it out. Yeah. I think that's really special. And I think that that helps you a lot too. What has, how has your class been able to stay together at this point? Do you guys still have the group chat? Is it still going? Like
it's still there.
It's still there.
We're not like probably super active on it because we are all so busy. Like we have girls doing makeup. We have girls doing spray tans. Like, Landry has this amazing job that she's doing so great in. Like we have so many girls that are just doing different things. It's really hard to connect, but we still have it if we need it.
We still have it if we need it.
Like
we texted on it last night.
Like literally,
That's
like
so
Charlie
sweet.
had a project she needed for she's in nursing school.
Yeah,
isn't
she's in
she?
nursing school to be able to do Botox and stuff.
Yeah, so like she texted and was like, "Hey guys, can you help with this?" And all of a
everybody,
sudden,
like,
everyone
within like
flooded.
3 minutes, everybody was like done.
It's just kind of like the way our class is. Like, if you need us, we're gonna be there. But it's not like we have to check in every day.
The funny thing was, like, on the weekends, like, none of us talked too. Like, none of us talked. Nobody like hung out. But when we were at school, it was like we were just like sisters. Like, we just we knew when we needed our downtime, and we knew when we needed each other.
Yeah, everyone suggested hanging out during our summer break, and I straight up was like, "Hey, I love you, but no." I was like, "I need a week break."
We've
to
talked
like,
about doing like a cabin weekend,
like a kind of reunion like next year.
You guys should do that. I think that'd be so
like
sweet.
kind of like Love Island reunion.
Yeah,
Give us a little time. We'll do a whole sit down,
and we'll like do a whole like
we'll fill it.
confessional.
Yeah,
I
we
think
got
that's
this.
so
We're gonna
great.
dress up.
Love that. Okay, now Addie, I want to know because you, I think you were getting facials and stuff like pretty young, in high school, right?
Yeah.
So you started. So you were going to Kathy again, who is one of our instructors. She's amazing. Love that she was able to give your graduation speech. I thought that was so sweet.
So sweet.
But what advice do you have for somebody that maybe is younger that is thinking about doing this? What would you encourage them to do at this point, or what would you tell them if they are thinking about doing this?
Trust your gut. I kind of fought this for a little while just because I was like, is this really what I want to do? Like, can I really make it a career? Like, my mom and cousins do hair. Like, can I actually just do skincare? It's trust your gut. Like, you're going to feel in your stomach, like, hey, this is exactly where I need to be. Don't fight it. Like, accept it. And even if it's not your end career, still going through it gives you experiences that will set you up for the rest of your life. It's trust your gut and don't be afraid to fall, because there's going to be times where you do. Like, there were times in class where I was like, hey, I'm awful at this. And like, this isn't my strong suit, but it's moments like that that make you a better person, a better esthetician, and just a better business person, where you're like, hey, like, that's not my strongest suit. How can I do better? How can I get around this and make it work for me? Like, trust that too.
Yeah.
And I think like it all kind of leads to like being here.
And not even just young people. Like, we had some older girls in our class too that were like in their 30s. Like, they had done something different like their entire life.
Even like in their 30s. No, I know.
They had done something for like 10 or 12 years. Like,
Yeah.
and then they just randomly decided, like, this is what I want to do.
Right.
And now they're thriving at it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I think at any age is a good point. I like what you said about maybe not being so good at it at first. I think, first of all, not everything that you learn in school, luckily, like we have a program where you learn so much and you get certified in so much, but maybe you aren't thinking that makeup is something that you are going to do forever. Well, it's still a good skill to have. It still like challenges you in different ways, but just knowing that like, okay, I'm going to get through it at school and then I'm going to decide what I want to do, what my path's going to be. And like so many times when I have people that are like, I don't want to do waxing, or I don't want to, they end up loving it. It's like, those are the ones that are like the pros, but until you try it.
That's literally how I was. I was like, I'm not going to like it. And then I love it.
Yeah.
It's so fun.
It's so fun.
It's so fun.
I love when I get a good wax day. I'm like, yes.
Love when I get a good wax day.
I do.
Well, I'm so thankful I got to talk to you guys. You truly were like just such a joy to have in school. I love that we've been able to stay in touch and I'm able to kind of follow what you're doing. Now, where can we follow you to find out and kind of watch your career paths? Where do you want people to follow you?
Follow my aesthetics account. It's Kenzie Grace, but there's like 2 E's. And then just Esthetics, Kenzie Grace Esthetics. And that's where you can follow me.
Mine's the.addie.effect.
Yay. Well, I can't wait to have you all back here to speak to the students. You guys really are such good examples of, you know, what a good beauty school student is, and just can't wait to watch where you go. And make sure you all are following us at Beauty School Bobbi. Make sure you follow on Beauty and Style Network. If you're listening to a podcast, give us a 5-star review. Don't forget to rate and review. And if you're watching on YouTube, make sure you subscribe at Beauty School Bobbi and at Beauty and Style Network. And we will see you next time, guys. Bye. Bye. We did it! Good job, guys!